everyone, I hope you're doing really well today. In this video I want to talk through what it means when a pattern mentions crocheting in the front loop only or the back loop only. Also what it looks like, how it works, and what impact it has on the look of your finished crochet projects. So let's get started. So when you're crocheting in the front or the back loop, you really don't have to change anything about the way that you're crocheting. So you don't need to worry about learning new techniques or different stitches. It only refers to where you are doing your crochet stitch. So a crochet stitch is made up of 2 loops. Now when you're crocheting normally, you would insert your hook under both loops. However, if your pattern says crochet in the front loop only, and this is sometimes abbreviated to FLO, you want to only insert your hook underneath the loop that is closest to you, and this is the front loop. And this works with any of your normal crochet stitches, so single crochet, double crochet, etc. And this leaves the back loop unworked. So for a front loop only, we just go under that very first loop. So this leaves the back loop free so that you can crochet into it during the next round if you want. For example, in this tortoise shell, I work 1 round in the front loop only in the brown colour, and then in the next round I crochet the green colour in the back loops that were left unused, and this creates 2 layers of crochet stitches, which ultimately gives the impression that the tortoise shell sits over the top of the tortoise's belly. Now, if you're crocheting a bigger piece of fabric like a blanket or a scarf, just using the front loops can make your fabric a bit stretchier and creates a slight ridged texture on the fabric, which can look really pretty. Crocheting in front loops only can also be used to create more complex stitch patterns and can be really effective when doing more complex crochet patterns. I think you can probably guess how to do a crochet in the back loop at this point. So instead of working under both loops, like in a normal crochet, or just in the front loop for a front loop only, we are going to work in that back loop. So this is the loop that is furthest away from your body when you're crocheting. This can be a really cool technique and can create some really interesting textures and effects for your crochet fabric. For example, back loop crochet is most commonly used to create a ribbing effect like you would see in knitting. So for things like cuffs or the edges of fabric, back loop stitching can create a really cool texture for that. In amigurumi, working in the back loop can be a great way to create a fold or indicate a change of direction in the project. For example, on this mushroom stalk, I crochet in the back loop only at the bottom here. That creates a ridge that exaggerates the move from the bottom to the stalk. So this line here, this ridge, is made by crocheting in the back loop only. This is just a short little video, but I really hope it was helpful in expanding your crochet knowledge. I have a whole playlist on beginner crochet techniques, which you can find up here. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Bye!